and I felt that there was like a message here for me, and I thought of a song called "The Fortune Teller," which some of you will know.
Will you sing it for us? Which one? Oh, who's it by?
I'll sing a little bit for you. It's a Rolling Stones song from the 60s. Let me think. How to start? I went to the fortune teller to have my fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a silly feeling in my head. Anyway, it's about this dude who goes to the fortune teller. It's a Rolling Stones song, and they stole it from this American group. And it goes on and on about how he ends up falling in love with the fortune teller. And if I can remember the last verse, it's something like, "Now I'm a happy fellow, 'cause I'm married to the fortune teller." And we're happy as we can be, and I get my fortune told for free. Anyway, that's the song that came into my head. So I sang it without my clothes, and then I did a fun little dance. I don't know what I can do the dance, but...
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes,
Well, it's just a little, like a little, you know, little sort of a jig. And then... then I said on the February, whatever it is, I'll place the object on a designated shelf. I will never return to the location again. I will later, at a secret location at a secret time, only known to a few people, burn one of my paintings in memory of the event and wear a silly hat for 24 hours. Anyway,
Is the hat just
the rest
the
is there.
final thing?
Sorry?
Just cause with the hat, or
Yeah.
is this...
That's what you do.
Alright,
Are you
okay.
burning the hat at the end of the 24 hours?
That's a really good idea.
At the end of the 24 hours?
Yeah, I'll burn the hat.
Can we have a barbecue at the same time?
Anyway, I've been talking to Stella.
Who's next? It's on its way. So we have Sarah.
Sarah.
PhD friend.
Yeah.
My friends just arrived. Yay! Good timing. Yeah. So, when I was asked to be involved in this, my first thought was I really wanted to go to a hairdressing salon. Because I could promise never to go back. But anyway.
So good. I like that.
But then I thought more about a place that I have always wanted to stop at, and I'm an op shopping fiend. Most of my clothes are usually from op shops, to the point where if I tell my sister I've just bought something new, she's like, "Oh, did you spend a whole $2?" And anyway, so I've been driving down to Brisbane a lot lately, and there's the Lifeline Superstore off on the left-hand side. Yes. And so many times I've been driving past and I just kept thinking, oh, I'd really love to go there, and then speed off down the highway. And so I thought this was a great opportunity to go and visit.
How will you resist this?
Sorry?
It's not a very good option.
How will you? Oh,
I actually really loved it.
cultural clash.
Yeah. I think I really liked the people who came in and the way that they spoke to the people who were working there, and that was just really fascinating to me. And I loved that in Lee's video he said that he would never go back to that little part of the... He gave us a demonstration and he said he wouldn't go back to this little certain part of a road again. He'd still go to the cafe and he'd walk around that part on the road, but he'd never go back to this little spot. So I promise never go back to the second dressing room on the right.
That's great.
And this is my object.
We love the object.
Yeah, that was great.
Right.
Who's next?
Kyle.
Well, my object is a jar of soil. So, I've taken it from the earth, but I also planted echinaceous seeds. And my spot that I like to go to sometimes just to get away and disconnect is the Prince Henry Drive lookout. So I went there, and I thought, well, I always like going there, so I'm not going to not go back. But there's a field across the way, so I figured, I've never been there, I'm not going to go back. So I thought I'd just plant some seeds, because I can't take something and not give back. And that's about it. There's an ant in there as well.
We need to find the ad.
I think it might be dead.
We tried to get it.
It's been a whole week. But there's also moss, and I've written there that I'm just going to do drive-bys as well to see if the if they're flowering. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Beautiful.
16 to 17 weeks.
Yeah.
I must
Who's
say
next?
Hayley and Carla would have loved this.
Oh,
Tara and Ellie.
they would
There's
have.
a lot of participatory thing.
So, the second last one is Sarah Ryan. And she said that she'll go to a shop that's been open longer than she's been alive and spend some time here and ask what I'm looking for. I will find an object in this place and bring it back to Toowoomba. Oh, bring it back to Toowoomba. Maybe it was away from Toowoomba. So this is her object.
It's a lemon squeezer.
It's a lemon squeezer. Yeah,
Yay.
I think that's it.
Oh no, yours?
Oh,
Ali,
Nice try.
well done, Sarah.
so I had a really hard time deciding where I'd go as well because I feel like I've been to a lot of places or something. And I had to do some brainstorming. And I ended up going to this trophies shop that I used to drive past every day when I had this phase of driving my brother to work, which was a lot of times. And we always wondered what was in there. And so I went in, and there was all this weird stuff. Libby was saying that trophies. But there was like this whole rack of trophies that had the wrong year on them, that were out sort of for sale, which I thought was pretty funny. So I got this one because I liked it. But on second thought, I feel like I should have got it engraved. Because I like the idea that you could buy a trophy for yourself if you wish to. But I have to promise to never go back. That's a good one. I have to find another one.
Thank you, Ali.
Oh, and the last thing is,
This is soccer ball.
this is the thing that Lee sent with his statement that I read earlier, the little story. And he says, for me, art is a bookend. For me, art is a backwards funnel. For me, art is a bookend.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks everyone
Well
for
done.
participating. It was really